Mics, check. Music cued, check. Presenters ready. Well, 2 out of 3's not bad. This is Tiger Tales Radio.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to tonight's delightful, delectable, and otherwise entertaining episode of Tiger Tales Radio. I am TK, and over there we have the Hedgington.
Hello!
And we have an Echo.
Hello, everybody.
And there is no Xavier.
No.
There is still no Xavier.
Yep.
He is long gone. He is
Oh.
away with a broken PC.
Any idea when he's due to be back?
Soon! As soon as he can get his PC fixed.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah, which is fair, I think. I can't really
Yeah.
begrudge him that.
No, indeed.
Why do I sound so mackie today?
I don't know.
No idea.
I sound extremely clear.
That's because you've got your mic right in your face.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Which is good.
suppose.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but it's not as... Normally, I'm not as far away from it as I am currently. But maybe it's just because I'm using my mic rather than the
Yes.
other one.
Yes, you are.
Although it
Yes.
does improve it because it completely covers your face.
Well, I suppose the pop guard does.
Yeah, that's the joy of a pop guard, is to hide behind.
Yes, that is kind of 90% of the idea.
Because, you know, presenting and shit. We're not presentable.
No.
Well, he isn't.
Oh!
No, I can definitely hear me and Echo. And then not you, Echo, but an actual kind of like a room echo.
Ah, okay.
Interesting. I am wondering what is causing that.
Do you have the
Yeah.
dynamic mic up?
No.
Okay, that's all right.
There's nothing coming out the speakers, which is good. I don't know. Maybe it's just one of your mics is extra sensitive today.
Maybe. Well, I suppose we don't normally use mine, do we? So
No, and yours is clipping Sonic Phonics, so it's probably that.
yeah, I was going to say, I thought the gain must be up fairly well, considering how... Yeah, okay, now I can't hear myself. So, yeah. How is that?
Delicate balance. There we go.
Yeah, there we go, that's good. I can now hear me, but I'm not as loud as I was a moment ago.
No, and the compressor isn't working overtime anymore.
Oh, the poor compressor.
No, I've got two compressors in this chain, and they're both going, what the hell is going on?
Woohoo! That's what I like
Dual
to hear.
compression.
Not so much anymore, which is good.
Yes, yes, indeed.
I like not stressing my compressors.
Yes. Although I'm still nice and clear, which is good.
I'll give you maximum EQ.
Ooh, wow.
Nice.
Ooh, maximum EQ.
But anyway, yes, it is Tiger Tales Radio once again. We are here on Monday night for another 2 hours.
Yay, go us!
Get comfortable and
2 whole hours of us.
you may
Woo!
see a new feature that appears this evening. Oh,
Wow, we can really hear Echo Vape now.
Yeah. It's obviously super sensitive to that particular band of frequencies, I guess.
so anyway, what are we going to start with then?
I'm going to start with you two talking while I adjust audio levels.
Okay,
Good
so I
plan.
guess it's review of the week then.
Woo!
So I guess I'll start.
Yes.
So, this was my first sort of semi-official university restart week. Were no lectures as such, but lecturers were available to answer any questions if you ever needed. And of course there were assessments done, including my production assessment, where I was ordered to mix 2 songs and present my mixes to my lecturer in a workstation and have them listened and critiqued and then marked.
Oh, what fun.
Indeed, yes. So I got a B for that, which I was happy with. I was like,
Yay.
yeah, that's a sort of a 2-1 territory. I'm happy with that. So
Why
yeah,
not?
that's pretty good. Yeah. That works me out. Of course, now this week is official starting week back, but I don't have lectures on a Monday. So normally I would probably be either in the library squirreling away and stuff, or perhaps in a rehearsal or something like that. So we'll see what weeks next week and continual weeks spring.
Yeah, if you've not got uni on a Monday, you might be able to be on the show every
Yes,
now
I
and
might be
again.
able to, unless I'm busy doing things.
Oh yeah, that old excuse. I'm doing things.
Yes, like work.
Yeah.
Touching his willy.
But yes.
Probably.
So that was my week. How was everybody else's?
Yeah,
Who's
miserable.
going to go?
Well, shall I go, or are you still adjusting audio things?
No, at the moment he's desperately trying to fill his vape up.
Hang on, something's happened.
Oh? Like
Edgy, lean
what?
forward again.
Okay.
It's you sat on the cable.
Me?
Yeah, that audio splitter. You're sat on it.
Am I?
Now there is silence. Well, people fumble around their asses.
You're going to need to lift up
I
some.
can't lift up anyway. There we go.
I give you plenty of slack in that cable, so you wouldn't have to sit on it. That's
Oh.
better.
Well, we need the other end of that.
Right, okay, there it is. Ah, right. I see.
So, in other words, yes, he
There we
was
go.
sat on it.
That's better. Now everything is at a level I'm used to.
Ah,
Right, okay.
marvellous.
Yes.
Well, there we go.
Hooray!
So, I suppose I ought to do my week then. had
Yes,
I?
go on then, do that.
Right, okay. What did I don't even remember what I did over the last week. Oh my
Dear, oh
god.
dear, oh
He
dear.
was drunk all the time.
He was.
I wasn't drunk at all.
Well, that doesn't.
Course
That's the
not.
only way to explain how you don't remember what you did.
No, it's just old age dementia.
You're younger than me, man.
Me man, me
I know.
man, me man, me man.
So what? Oh, that's right. I think so. I just did.
Me man, me man, me man.
You're distracting me from my week. But yeah, so my week, I worked on more tiling at home, the joys thereof, for the majority of the week, apart from,
Bits where you weren't.
very funny.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Well, yeah, true. But no, well, apart from Thursday evening, which obviously is our
Curry
traditional
night.
curry night, so I came down and we met up. Well, my dad and I came down and we met up with TK and Hedgie and we had curry, which was good.
And curry was nice.
Yes, yes, it
Even
was
if
very
I
nice.
was feeling a tad antisocial that night.
Yes, indeed.
I had reasons.
Yes, yes, you do, which I've no
Yes.
doubt will become entirely clear later on.
During his review of the week.
Yes, exactly.
No, during the gaming news actually, but
Ah,
Yeah.
yes, of course.
Yes.
yes. Why do you think I put Hedgie in charge of the regular news?
I see. That's always a good move.
Ah.
And then what did I do? At the weekend, I just kind of had a fairly lazy weekend, really. Didn't
Nice.
really do an awful lot. I just pottered around at home and got up late and went to bed late and basically the same as I do during the week, to be honest. But yeah, yeah. So that was pretty much my week, to be honest. So how has your week been then, Mr. TK?
Yeah, not so bad, I suppose. Doing website work and then massively procrastinating from doing website work, and as tends to happen.
Indeed.
I go through spells of being really proactive and then really not active in the slightest. My weekend got a little bit derailed though, because I was on the BBC iPlayer on Sunday morning, kind of really early Sunday morning, and stumbled across the new series of The Worst Witch.
Ah.
And I was like, okay, fine. And so I saw that they had the whole of season 1 up on iPlayer. And I was like, I'll give this a try. So I watched the first episode and it wasn't terrible, so I carried on watching, and before I knew it, I'd demolished the entirety of season 1.
Goodness.
All 13 episodes of it.
Wow.
At half an hour an episode.
Woo.
Yeah. And I thought, well, that's good, but season 3's on iPlayer, but season 2 isn't. To YouTube! Whereupon all of season 2 was devoured. And then I thought, well, I can't stop now because there's only like 3 episodes of season 3 available so far, so I might as well watch those. By which time it was quite late at night. And I realised I'd wasted the entire day watching the entirety of The Worst Witch that the BBC's produced so far.
Oh, I see.
Well, I guess there's worse things you could have spent doing.
Indeed, there's another episode should be available tonight, all going well. Hurrah!
I guess this is sort of a good recommendation then, is it?
Yeah, if I managed to binge watch the entirety of it in a
Yes.
day, that's like 29 episodes.
Wow. I'm guessing they're only half an hour though, yeah?
Yes, they are. So, yeah, it's not too bad. There's still a good 13, 14 hours of the day gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoops.
Well, at least
Whoops.
you didn't spend it sleeping, I suppose.
I could have probably done with it spending it sleeping.
Probably catching up on the lack thereof
Exactly.
during the week.
Yes. And then it's back to work today.
Oh.
And
Yes.
work's been fun though, so I can't complain too much.
See, I may be joining the Hedgie Club.
Really? What?
University.
Working in a casino?
No, the other half of the Hedgie Club.
Ah,
What?
university.
Yes.
Smelling weird.
Doing what?
I'm looking at possibly doing advanced networking.
Ooh.
Yeah, possibly.
Full time or part time?
Part-time, probably. I think probably distance learning, I reckon.
Open University.
Yes,
Is that where
yeah.
you stand very far away from the book?
When he stands very far away from the lecturer, so they have to shout so he can hear them.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Well, the weird thing is that, as I'm sure I've mentioned before, is that previously I was told by my parental units that should I ever wish to attend university that I would be promptly disowned.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Good thing you didn't decided not to become a doctor. You'd be arrested for malpractice.
Yeah, I know. But weirdly, my mum the other day was like, "Yeah, so maybe you ought to consider becoming a student." I was like, I guess. I had considered it previously, but you had poo-pooed the idea significantly, and now you're suggesting I do it. Okay, sure, why not?
Yes, because when your own life falls apart, other people's don't look that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, anyway.
It's like if she wants to start complaining that you're back at uni, and you could say, yeah, but who crashes on whose sofa?
Maybe that's the reason, so she can basically then just go, we're on the same level now. We're equals now.
Oh dear. But anyway.
Technically, you own a house and she doesn't, so...
Well, no, technically that's not true. No, she owns several.
Ah.
Just none that she stays in. Well, apart from one now.
Yeah. Indeed. But yeah.
That's the fun of being a property developer.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
And this is why you get to have your building retiled and everything, and we don't.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
But then having said that, I had to do it, so...
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Whereas we just go, landlord, things are broken, can you fix them?
Landlord, get a man in.
Yeah, but see, mine weren't so much broken because my kitchen was perfectly serviceable and had only been in 40 years. But the point is that I wanted it changed, so I made a point of doing something about it.
Very nice.
There you go. If you want change, do something about it. Posting on Twitter and Facebook isn't going to help.
But signing online petitions will work.
Yep, because Brexit has totally stopped so far.
Yes,
It's certainly
indeed.
been delayed.
Well, has it? That's the question.
Well,
Yes.
indeed.
You say yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean the actual process of actually doing it properly until its full extent has been delayed. You know.
It's not the delay they mean.
Yes. They've literally gone, we'll sit on our hands until, like, the deadline. It's like, you are not supposed to be college students. You're supposed to be politicians.
That's basically the same thing, isn't it?
No, politicians get a much bigger pay packet.
And college students get a lot more respect.
True. Very true.
Exceptionally true.
Yeah.
So, before we start offending people who work in politics, who am I kidding? They don't listen to this.
In all fairness, nor does anyone else.
Should we play some music then?
I don't know, should we?
Yes, we should.
Yes, we should.
Let me just quickly do a thing. There we go.
Hey.
Yep, I had to boot buttons. So, on the whole thing of playing the music, we have a tune that's left over from last week.
Yes.
The only reason Hedgie's back this week, It's so he could listen to Love on Your Side, No Talking, by the Thompson Twins.
I played you all my favorite records.
and a discussion topic. With this segment, Tiger Tales Radio surely spoils you. This is the news of the week.
Well, that got exciting, didn't it?
Didn't it just?
It's like TK decided to break the system.
I didn't touch it. It decided to just get skippy. Like the bush kangaroo. So that CD can go back in the box.
But yes, it is time for the news, which will be presented by me, because Mr. Xavier isn't here.
I think that's a good enough reason as any.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
So, okay, the first bit of news we has is,
Oh,
we has news.
Please can we get Xavier back? Someone who speaks in real English.
Like the old Ingalls.
Yeah.
So anyway, the
Not
first bit
English.
is possibly good news for a fledgling company that,
Fledgling company.
sorry, I'm thinking of the word floundering.
Oh,
For a
floundering.
floundering company we all know and love, HMV. So, Sports Direct founder Mike Ashley has placed a bid to buy music chain HMV. So, HMV collapsed last month, its second administration in 6 years, risking 2,200 jobs at 125 stores. Sports Direct could not be reached for comment, and administrators KPMG also declined to comment.
I don't blame them.
Mr. Ashley owns more than 60% of Sports Direct, and through it he has bought retailers including the House of Fraser department store chain and Evans Cycles. His company also owns stakes in French Connection and Debenhams. HMV owner Hilco, which took the company out of its first administration in 2013, has blamed a tsunami of retail challenges for the latest collapse, including business rate levels and the increasing use of streaming services to deliver music and movies. When the chain fell into administration last month, Paul McGowan, executive chairman of HMV and Hilco, said HMV sold 31% of all physical music in the UK in 2018 and 23% of all DVDs, with its market share growing month by month throughout the year. However, he added that the industry consensus was that the market would fall by another 17% during 2019. HMV stores are continuing to trade while negotiations are held with major suppliers and bids are considered. Besides Mr. Ashley's bid, KPMG has said it has received a number of offers on various bases. We now need to evaluate these further over the coming days, it added. Game Digital tie-up apparently as well. After establishing Sports Direct in 1982, Mr. Ashley built his business by buying up well-known names such as Dunlop, Schlesinger, outdoor gear specialist Carrymore, and the boxing brand Lonsdale. After many years of growth and the demise of rivals such as JJB Sports, it is now the UK's largest sportswear retailer, with more than 400 stores, including Lillywhites in London's Piccadilly. Sports Direct also owns a stake in Game Digital, which Mr. Ashley could merge with HMV if he is successful, according to Sky News, who first reported Mr. Ashley's interest in buying HMV. KPMG set a deadline of last Tuesday for bids for the stores, but has not named any bidders. There is said to be no deadline for a decision. So there we go.
So he's basically buying up the entire high street.
Yes, apparently so.
I suppose not so bad if someone wants to own it.
Yeah.
I suppose someone's got to.
Yes, true.
Indeed.
Okay, this is a sort of technology-related news, which possibly could help curb the awful sort of current spout of fake news that is causing people to riot in the streets over sort of ideas which have been planted in people's heads by unscrupulous assholes. So, WhatsApp restricts message sharing to fight fake news. So, WhatsApp is limiting all its members to forwarding any single message up to 5 times in an effort to tackle the spread of false information on the platform. The Facebook-owned business had already introduced a policy in India 6 months ago. The move followed a number of mob lynchings that were blamed on fake reports spread via the service. Until now, users elsewhere could forward messages up to 20 times. The update to the app's rules was announced at an event in Jakarta, Indonesia. The country is holding its general election in April. The firm
Coincidence?
The firm told the BBC it had made its decision after carefully evaluating the results of its half-year-long test in the country. The forward limits significantly reduced forwarded messages around the world, a spokeswoman added. This will help keep WhatsApp focused on private messaging with close contacts. We'll continue to listen to user feedback about their experience and over time look for new ways of addressing viral content. Up to 256 users can be enrolled in a WhatsApp group. So theoretically, a single user can now only forward a message up to 1,280 other individuals rather than the rather than the 5,120 people figure that had been possible previously. My God, this is hard to say. There is nothing, however, to stop those on the receiving end each forwarding the message up to 5 times themselves. The restriction comes at a time WhatsApp and Facebook's other services are under scrutiny for their role in the spread of propaganda and other untruths online. Last week, Facebook announced it had removed 500 pages and accounts allegedly involved in peddling fake news in Central Europe, Ukraine, and other Eastern European nations. It also recently announced that it had employed a UK fact-checking service to flag content on its main platform. However, the use of end-to-end encryption by WhatsApp means its messages can only be read by their senders and recipients, limiting the firm's ability to spot false reports. But at the end of last year, the Indian press reported that the government was considering a change to the law that would force Facebook to police WhatsApp for unlawful content. This would challenge its use of the encryption technology. So possibly a tech company deciding, enough is enough. All this sort of people fighting each other is getting out of hand. Let's do something. So
Or
maybe
they're going, the regulators are starting to close in. Our business practices could be curtailed. Maybe we should just make a show that we're giving half a shit.
Well, strangely, that comment leads into our next story, which is Amazon, Apple and Google face data complaints. So, entertainment streaming giants including Amazon, Apple, Google, Netflix and Spotify have been accused of breaking the EU's data regulations. General Data Protection Regulation, the GDPR, rules say EU customers have the right to access a copy of the personal data companies hold about them. However, privacy group NOYB said it found that most of the big streaming companies did not fully comply. It has filed formal complaints which if upheld could result in large fines. GDPR took effect in May 2018
I know.
and gives EU
Yeah.
customers the right to demand a copy of their personal data from companies. That data must be easy to understand and should also be presented in a machine-readable format so that the customer can transfer all their data to a competitor, for example. When GDPR took effect, many of the biggest names in tech, including Amazon, Apple, Google and Spotify, made changes to let customers download a copy of their data. But the privacy campaign NOYB, whose slogan is "My privacy is none of your business," said it found many of the biggest services did not do enough to comply with the law. Individuals working with NOYB requested a copy of their data from several movie and music streaming services. They found Amazon, Apple, Spotify and Google's YouTube all let people download a copy of their personal information quickly, but NOYB said that only some of the data was intelligible, with some parts supplied in a format that could not be understood by people. Yes, English. The GDPR requires the data to be both machine-readable and easily understood by customers. All 4 streaming giants also failed to supply additional information to which people are entitled, such as a list of other companies with whom their data was shared. Netflix supplied the requested data in a format that was easy to understand, but did not supply all the additional information and took about 30 days to reply. SoundCloud and UK-based streaming service DAZN did not reply to the information request at all. Privacy activist Max Schrems, director of NOYB, said, "In most cases, users only got the raw data, but for example no information about who this data was shared with. This leads to structural violations of users' rights as these systems are built to withhold the relevant information." NOYB said it had filed 10 complaints with Austria's data protection regulator. The maximum penalty for a breach of the GDPR is €20 million, or £17.7 million, or 4% of a company's global turnover. In theory, Apple could be fined £7 billion if the regulatory authority rules it has broken the law. The BBC has contacted the named companies for comment. Spotify said in the statement, "Spotify takes data privacy and our obligations to users extremely seriously. We are committed to complying with all relevant national and international laws and regulations, including GDPR, with which we believe are fully compliant."
Well, here's the test, it would seem.
Also, here's a bit of an amusing story for people celebrating Valentine's Day. Ugh, you frickin' hacks. So yeah. Poundland's gift of nothing sparks criticism.
Shock.
So, it's the thought that counts when giving presents.
It's not, it's the price that counts.
Or is it? Discount retailer Poundland has caused controversy with its latest Valentine's Day gift, a heart-shaped package with nothing in it. The gift of nothing, naturally priced at £1, is intended as a bit of fun, says the retailer. But Friends of the Earth and other campaign groups have complained that whatever Poundland was thinking about it certainly wasn't the environment. Julian Kirby, Friends of the Earth's lead campaigner on plastics, criticised its use of wasteful plastics, adding, "Let's hope folly like this goes unloved and doesn't reappear." Another campaigner, Sean Sutherland of A Plastic Planet, said, "This product is designed to go straight into the bin, but will last for 500 years. It is a symbol of everything that is wrong with our view of the world." Poundland defended the product, saying, "Our customers love it, as do loads of others online. They all know it's a bit of fun, and we understand that's still allowed in moderation." Reaction on social media has varied, with some users amused and others outraged by Poundland's stunt. One user, Kim Patterson, tweeted, "To all the ladies out there, please don't tell your other halves you want nothing for Valentine's Day, because courtesy of Poundland, this might just be what you get." Another blogger, Stephen Milton, tweeted, "Nothing fun about this gross use of unnecessary plastic packaging. Massive PR fail." So yeah, you try and be funny and people don't like it. Ain't that the way for comedians these days?
That's
Yes.
because certain people no longer have a sense of humour.
Indeed.
Yes.
Oh, you appear to be offending people with your jokes. I don't like that. What, you don't like jokes? No, I don't like you offending people. I don't like you talking. Please stop. Okay, and now for those people who have a problem with being werewolves, Skywatchers see Super Blood Wolf Moon. That'll be on a t-shirt soon enough.
There'll be
So-
3 of them.
Indeed. A lunar eclipse, which some are referring to as a Super Blood Wolf Moon, possibly organised by Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go, has delighted skywatchers around the world. During the spectacular event, the Earth's natural satellite turns a striking shade of red. The entire eclipse was visible from North and South America, as well as parts of Western Europe, including the UK and
was.
North Africa. What is a total lunar eclipse? This kind of eclipse occurs when the Earth passes precisely between the Sun and the Moon. In this situation, the Sun is behind the Earth and the Moon moves into the Earth's shadows. Okay. And will the Moon appear red, people ask? Yes. Some commentators are referring to the event as a Super Blood Wolf Moon. The super part comes from the fact that the Moon will be near its closest approach to Earth, when it will be marginally bigger in the sky as usual. The wolf part comes from the name given to full moons in January, wolf moons. Walter Freeman, an assisting teaching professor at Syracuse University in New York State, said, "A little bit of sunlight is refracted by the Earth's atmosphere and reaches the Moon, bending around the edges of the Earth. This small amount of red light still illuminates the Moon enough for us to see it." The eclipse began at 02:35 GMT on Monday and ended at 07:49 GMT, but the point of greatest eclipse occurred at 05:12 GMT. In the UK, the Moon was above the horizon throughout the eclipse, though from the extreme southeast of England, the Sun had risen as the eclipse ended. The eclipse was also visible in northwestern France, northwestern Spain, Portugal, a small part of West Africa, almost the whole of North and South America, the Eastern Pacific, and the northeastern tip of Russia. While solar eclipses are dangerous to view directly, the light from lunar eclipses is much fainter, and so is completely safe to view without special equipment. The event was the last chance for skywatchers in the UK to see a total lunar eclipse in its entirety until 2029, weather permitting. So there you go, a Super Blood Wolf Moon. Mainly called because in January somebody decided that a full moon in January should be called a wolf moon.
And why not?
Other moons are available, including new moons, blue moons, full moons, and
Half moons.
yes, and half moons.
Half moons.
Half moons.
Half moon.
Half
And total eclipse.
Yes, indeed. So perhaps perhaps next time it will be a super blood porcupine moon, or a dragon moon, or something like that. You know,
God, not a dragon moon.
dragon moon.
They would just drag on and on for ages.
This eclipse is just dragging on. Ba-dum-bum.
Stop now.
So yes, that was the news of the week.
How exciting.
Yes,
Aren't you glad Xavier normally does this?
indeed, yes. It's bloody hard.
Oh, look, effort. Oh, no,
Yes,
poor
effort.
you. You see, Hedgie gets to read all his articles out. I have to commit mine to memory.
Oh, really?
I don't have the CPU power to do everything.
So, does that mean we're going into the gaming news?
Yeah, if you want.
All right.
Because I know you got your segment that you want to do. And we
Yes,
might as well do it
indeed.
before Quiplash. Because you want to get tiddled.
Anyway, gaming news.
Tell me I'm wrong!
Or, okay, are you going to play some music first and then the gaming news?
No, just go straight in.
All right, okay.
Now it's time for the latest gossip from the Silicon Grid. This is the gaming news.
And so it is the gaming news with Uncle TK. So what do we have first? Do you remember the floss?
The floss, the dance?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you remember the Carlton?
Yes.
And do you remember how there's lawsuits going around about them being in Fortnite?
Oh, apparently, so these sort of dances are eligible for copyright,
Allegedly.
allegedly. And
Well-
Fortnite has basically taken them and not given credit where credit should be due.
Indeed. So Fortnite's not the only game though.
Oh, really?
Forza Horizon 4 is another one.
Forza Horizons?
Yeah.
The car racing
The
game.
car racing game.
Okay.
Don't know whether they come into it. I don't own the console to play it on.
It's
But
like, are the drivers dancing or are the cars dancing?
no idea. I'm going to assume the drivers. But as of the most recent patch, they are gone.
Oh!
Microsoft I say Microsoft, whoever made Forza got scared. And with all these lawsuits bandying around, they thought, what's the best way to avoid the lawsuits? I know, remove the content. And so, from the
Wow.
latest update to Forza Horizon 4, your driver, I assume, can no longer floss and can no longer do the Carlton.
Oh
The thing
dear.
is, I wonder if people are saying,
Unfortunately, due to the very restrictive leathers that drivers wear, it will be impossible for them to actually move in this way.
Other crappy dances are still available.
such as the dad at wedding, drunk auntie.
This sounds like Hedgie on a Friday night.
Yes, yes, it does.
No, normally I'm working on Friday nights.
Excuse me, I bet that's what he says he does.
No, it is because I am. Anyway,
But have we ever witnessed this?
you can if you want to. So,
We
what's
can come and
next?
gamble our lives away.
What's next, TK, in the gaming news?
In the gaming news next, it's a little bit of old news, but I've only just stumbled across it, so
Ooh.
you'll have to forgive the tardiness here. But Stealth, aka Headcanon, aka part of the team that made Sonic Mania,
Ah, yes, yes.
been a bit busy
Oh,
Ooh.
making games for Capcom,
hey!
or rather, making development pitches for Capcom.
In other words, going, look what we can do.
Yeah, well, Headcanon posed to Capcom a direct sequel to the NES Darkwing Duck game,
Ooh.
which Capcom went no, because Capcom are idiots, and they obviously just hate money.
So, this rebooted DuckTales game, which did really, really well,
Yeah,
and they've decided that Darkwing Duck, a beloved creation that people really wanted to see in DuckTales, they've decided that a reboot of that game, or a sequel to that game, wouldn't sell.
especially from the people who made Sonic Mania.
Yes. Okay.
Capcom hate money. That's all I can conclude from
But
this.
This actually makes me now believe that the people who work at Capcom have actually gone insane. The only reason I can fathom
Gone
as to
insane?
why they would put advertisements for their own game on Dalsim's skulls and refuse this. That is pure insanity. That's the only reason I can come up with it.
Maybe they've just taken a leaf out Konami's book.
What, just destroy your company from the inside?
Yeah,
That seems a really bad thing to do.
fuck 'em.
Well, you know, Konami have one of the greatest sort of IPs on the market. You know, Metal Gear. And literally, the guy who was building those games, they went, yeah, we don't like the way that you're making all this money for us. Go die.
Yeah. Well, Metal Gear and Resident Evil.
Yes.
And Silent Hills. Let us not forget the PT demo.
Yes,
The
indeed.
playable trailer. With, what's his face, the important duty chappie McFlip-Flop. Yeah, him.
Okay.
And let's not forget one of our favourite games from Konami.
Mm-hmm.
Dance Dance Revolution!
Ah, yes.
I love that game.
And of course, what happened after
Don't
Hideo
worry.
Kojima left? They created Metal Gear Survive, where
Which
you
was
have
shit.
zombies with bad dragon dildos on their heads.
Yeah.
What?
Yep. Yep, it's true.
So, yeah. Fuck Capcom. However, all is not lost.
Oh?
Because the lovely, lovely people at Headcanon went, well, if Capcom doesn't want it, maybe the internet will. And so they went, here you go, internet. Have what we pitched to Capcom. And I went, ooh, thank you very much.
So is this a
Yoink.
playable demo or just a
Yeah,
building demo?
playable.
Oh.
Yeah. And it said, I just watched a video. I haven't played it yet because I was downloading it while I was reading. And it looks quite fun. And it's like, I want this. Oh wait, I'm downloading it. I have this.
Of course, what makes you think that there's... I mean, there's going to be a possibility that Capcom will go, excuse me, but we own this, you can't do this. And we're like, oh, hang on, we offered it to you. You said no. Therefore,
Yep.
you know,
We own the rights to the Darkwing Duck license on the NES, and you're making a direct sequel geared for the kind of SNES era, so take it down. and I'm headcanon will be like, yeah, if you say so, but you know, you're gonna anger the fans again. And you're not really not a good light here.
Not really,
you
no.
Sure you want to do this?
like,
Okay.
do you remember that time you put adverts for your own game on Dalsim Skulls?
You seem to have a real stick up your ass about that particular point, don't you?
Well, if you actually research Dalsim's character, the skulls that he wears on his chest are a reminder of the plague that ravaged his village. And basically, he fights to earn the prize money to basically make sure that no one in his village ever dies again.
Well, that's easy.
Wow.
Just move them all out of the village. Problem solved!
So yeah,
goodness.
so he wears the 3 skulls, which are the skulls of dead children, to remind him as to why he is doing this. And Capcom goes, adverts for our game on those skulls. You know, it's literally like going to Catholicism to the Pope and going, any chance we could advertise our product on your rosary? Any chance? You know that really sacred thing that basically, you know, that Catholics count in moments of stress and everything. Any chance we could put the advert for Nescafe on there? You know,
Or even better, Durex.
Durex.
Oh wow.
Oh God,
Yes.
yes.
Anyway, shall we move on before
Yes.
Hedgie gets really episode after? So if you want to find the Darkwing Duck demo, you can easily Google search it. I managed to find it on the news article on Kotaku, of all crappy random places. But, moving on. The Rare game that came out, and by that I mean the game by the company Rare, not a game that's not,
Not a
very
game that's hard to find.
Indeed, yes. The Rare game Sea of Thieves. Remember when it first came out and you had to download the entire bloody thing and it was massive? Mm. Well, there's a new patch coming out which
Oh.
optimizes things and shrinks things down considerably.
Uh-huh.
But of course, being from Microsoft Studios,
Yep.
there's a catch.
Oh.
As always.
You're going to need to re-download the entire game.
What?
The entire game.
So doesn't that kind of defeat the whole object a lot?
Completely! But it will be in updates in the future smaller. So I suppose, you know, they screwed up massively to begin with, but now they're fixing the problem. And so if you
By
have...
screwing up again.
If you have it on the original Xbox, your current 35 gig install will reduce down to about 10 gig.
Ooh.
If you have it on the Xbox One X, your 47 gig install will go down to about 25. And if you're on the PC, your 47 gig install will go down to about 27 gig. That's right. You're going to be downloading 27 gigabyte of data on your or 25 on your Xbox One X. And you're probably on TalkTalk.
And probably on Wi-Fi as well.
So that will take you the grand total of forever.
Wow.
For fucking ever.
You might as well be on dial-up again for the length of time it's going to take you. So... That's what you get when you buy Microsoft Game Studios products. In somewhat happier news, again, from another Microsoft product this time, although a Microsoft acquired product, there's been an update to Minecraft,
Oh.
which has added the much requested, apparently, feature, composting.
Composting.
Wow.
You can make a composter now in Minecraft using a few fence posts and a few bits of wood.
Wow.
Feed into it seeds, plants, unwanted food and things like that. And once enough organic matter has gone in, you'll be able to harvest bone meal, which, as
Goodness.
Minecraft players knows, is what's used for accelerating the growth of trees and other wildlife and things and your crops. So, organic goes in, bone meal comes out. Somehow, don't quite know how that happens.
No, it doesn't seem to really match with like real world physics at all, does
No.
it?
Yes, because punching down trees with your bare hands, that's a thing.
Yeah, if you're Chuck Norris, why not?
Well, yeah, I suppose.
But now you pray to God to bless your fists first.
Yeah.
So yeah, Minecraft updates, they are happening. They do happen. I mean, in the update before that one, underwater sea creatures were added. As I discovered yesterday when on the server.
Ooh.
I went underwater and it was like, there are fish.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Why are there fish in here? Get out.
Yeah, but you should play the FTB modded FTB Revelation
Yeah, no
modded
thanks.
one.
I'd actually like my Minecraft to run.
Oh yeah, good point. I forget about the fact that you don't really have the spec to run that.
No, I barely have the spec to run Minecraft vanilla.
True.
So I'm not going up your crazy, stupid, up the ass server. No.
Oh, but that one's so good. It's so good. I mean, the best thing is the fact that on my PC, I've got the vanilla server hosted on my PC, and then I can also load the client for the FTB Revelation, and they both run simultaneously.
Ew, how are you?
Oh, my whole £80 PC?
Yeah. Moving on. Fuck you. Moving on. There has been, of course, some big important gaming news. The reason why I was all antisocial on Thursday. There was the live announcement and reveal kind of community event
Oh, yes.
for Mortal Kombat
11.
11.
Or 2 if you haven't got your glasses on.
It's 2. It says I, that means it's 2.
Ah, but the I in 2 has it joined at the top and bottom. This one
Eh.
doesn't. It's missing its legs and hat.
But it's still 2. It's 2 remastered edition.
Oh, I'd actually go for that. That'd be quite cool. But yes, Mortal Kombat 11 community reveal announcement thingy has happened. We were given 7 new characters. I say 7. They unveiled 7 characters. One of which is new, Kronos, and they also maybe hinted at the villain Chronica. But returning, we have Lieutenant Sonya Blade, played by a UFC fighter, I think she is. I can't remember her name. We also have returning Raiden and Scorpion and Sub-Zero, as one would imagine. But other than... Bracca's back as well, by the way. I think I've mentioned everyone. Oh, if I haven't, who cares? It sucks to be that person. Rip that character. So, in the background, however, if you looked in the 2 stages available, you saw Johnny Cage and Kano in different stages.
Ooh.
It was like, oh, hello. What are you doing here? Are you going to be in the game as well? Are you going to come play? Are you going to be all playable, are you, Kano? Come play. Johnny Cage? Yeah, I could take Johnny Cage.
Well, they were in the previous game, weren't they?
I like that.
Johnny Cage was.
Yes.
Dave Connecticut said, I'm looking forward to playing Mortal Kombat 2 remastered, remade, the musical book. The musical, the book.
I'll be up for that.
Anything else with the gaming
And now
news?
let's talk about Fast and Channel. Lovely.
Yeah.
There's going to be some lovely new mechanics coming along. The X-rays from Mortal Kombat X are kind of gone, but kind of
yes.
not. They've been replaced by fatal blow moves instead.
Yes.
So when your health gets to 30% or less, you've got the chance of doing your big fat super move of death, which won't kill the opponent instantly unless they're already lowish on health. But it'll basically do a nice series of events that are quite bone crunchy, quite squishy, lots of gory sound effects and fun. But you only get one of those a match now, as opposed to being able to do the X-ray move.
Charge up the X-ray, yes.
Yeah, whenever your meter was full, you could do the X-ray move. But now it's only 1 per match. So if you manage to pull it off, then you lose it for the rest of the fight. If, however, you attempt it and you either whiff it or you get blocked or what have you, there's a slight cooldown and then you can try again. Until, of course, you either win or die and the next round begins. So that's an awesome mechanic. There's also fatal blow mechanics where some of your special moves or normal moves are kind of powered up depending on certain circumstances. You get 5 of them and they only happen once per game as well. So, it adds a new dimension and tactic into the fighting game. Other modes are yet to be revealed. But now, I think that will do it for the gaming news.
All right.
Which means, Hedge, it's time for you to get up and go walkies.
All right. You gonna actually film me going from screen to screen?
No, you can just get off your ass.
You can do a transition period?
Transition you. Go on, get off the sofa, you lazy bum.
I am.
Walkies.
Yes. Be gone with you.
Be gone, get into your corner.
Yes.
Okay.
I want some more sofa.
Yes, let Echo spread. Because Hedge wanted to do a thing.
Yes.
And I was like, okay. And then he bullied Echo into bringing over equipment.
Yes.
Indeed.
So, if I bring up his microphone, we should now be able to hear you.
Hello.
Or not.
Hello.
Just about hear you.
Hello.
Keep talking.
Hello there from my cocktail corner.
Ooh.
And people are going, what is the cocktail corner?
Well,
This is the cocktail corner.
hello. As you can see, I'm in my little sort of personal bar area.
The kitchen.
In the kitchen. Yeah. And there's all these YouTube sort of channels around where they show you how to make sort of these really sort of grandiose cocktails and everything. But, you know, us sort of like normal folk, we don't have all those spectacular garnishes and stuff and everything. So we're going to basically just scale these back to what you've got in your place and how you can basically create those the simple budget way. Because who simply has oranges lying around that they're willing to cut up into tiny wheels and use all of them? Unless you're at a party, you're not. So we're going to cheat with things. This is Hedgie's Cheating Cocktail Corner. So first of all,
HCCC.
we're going to need ice in our little cocktail glass. So I'm going to go over here to my ice machine.
So he didn't even prep the ice.
You didn't give me a chance.
Well, if he'd prepped the ice, it would have melted by now. And it would have just been water.
We waffled while he went over to the sofa. He could have got ice during that bit.
Yeah, that's true.
Go back to Echo. There you go. Look, try look awake, Echo. I know it's hard.
So, here we go. Here we have our ice. Now, we are going to make a very simple 3-stage cocktail called a Negroni. This is made in equal parts, so you don't even need a measuring thing. You just need things you can pour stuff into. But because I'm a nerd, I've got a jigger. So,
We can make all these cocktails without all this fancy equipment, but here is the specialist equipment to make it.
Well, you know
Oh,
what?
come on, even
You don't
I
even
have
need
one,
that.
so, you know.
Use something really simple like this glass. Like this, see? I won't even use it. I'll use this glass. So, what we're going to use is we are going to use 3 ingredients. Campari, which is basically used by old women who basically can only taste bitter flavours now.
So all your students are definitely
Yep.
going to have that laying around.
Believe me, they will. Gin, because everybody's got a bottle of that laying around. And sweet vermouth, which is always bought by your dad because apparently it looks cool, and then he realises it's basically just martini with grapes in it.
Are you just basically making an old woman drink?
Pretty much.
You're making old woman drink mixed with old woman drink mixed with vermouth.
So, what we're doing is we're going to have equal parts of all 3 of these. So, we're going to pour into here to where we like it. So, let's say there, because that's quite a good measurement. So we're going to work out where that is. We're going
It's
to
in
pour
the
this
glass.
into our glass. We're then going to add an equal amount of gin. Ooh, very nice.
He's then going to realise he hasn't got enough space in the glass.
Probably, yes.
Remember, this glass is tapered. We're going to pour that in.
He hasn't got enough space in the
He
glass.
hasn't got enough
plenty of
space.
space.
He's going to have one that's slightly less than a third.
And we're going to have our Campari, which is our bitters. So there we go. We've got our 3 thingies. Besides, if anyone in the room, we'll just take an ice cube out. So there we go. There's our 3 in there. Now, what they do, you see, is they ask you to put in a wheel of orange. But, you know, we're not going to do that. We're going to cheat. We're going to use orange juice because it's going to do exactly the same thing. Because you stir it round, it's going to mix in there anyway, you see? Hedgie's Cheating Cocktail Corner. So, here we go.
He's going to have to cheat. He's going to have to move the ice cubes.
So, we're
Yeah.
going to stick in a tiny bit of that, like that, you see?
There's
Then-
just enough room in the glass for this.
Plenty of room. And we get our stirring implement, because this is not a shaken cocktail, this is a stirred one. And we're going to stir it, which is going to dilute it and also mix everything up. So here we go.
So what was in the glass to start with?
Ice.
Before you put the ice in?
There was just nothing.
Air.
Air.
You
Yeah.
put way too much ice in then.
Yeah. So there we go. We're going to dilute it, stir it round, spill it over the sides, because, you know, we're cheating. We're going to dilute it a bit. See, I don't even
in
care.
5 days' time.
I don't even care. So there we go. About 15 seconds of stirring. We've now got dilution. Okay. We're now going to clean up. Always good at that. We're going to fold this over.
Looking at it on this camera,
Yep.
we need to replace the microwave. It's got more beige than the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
There we go, you see. There we are. The Cheats Negroni there. Let's give this a taste.
Yep, it tastes like old granny drink.
Oh, that is lovely. That
There
addition of
we
orange,
go. We have confirmed it is old granny drink.
That is tames the bitterness of the Campari, exactly what the orange slice would do. But you see, we don't need that. And we've got loads left. We can make loads of these. We can make loads of these. We haven't had to sacrifice any oranges. We haven't had to basically stick a piece of cling film over it, otherwise it dries out. We simply cheat by there. There we go. Hedgie's Cheating Cocktail Corner.
Wait, so you stick cling film around things to stop them drying out?
Yeah, you put cling film around the oranges, stop them drying out.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Echo, we've got the cling film. I think Hedgie's face needs to not dry out.
Because,
We could.
you know,
I have enough cling film to be able to wrap Hedgie's entire body.
Oh, awesome. Well, he'll definitely stop him drying out.
Yeah, 'cause I really need a duct tape dummy.
Yeah, well, I've got enough duct tape to make one.
I definitely will do soon.
So there we go, Negroni. Equal parts Campari, gin, sweet vermouth, and a dash of orange juice. You know, and that's the cheat. So there you go.
He doesn't even have a jingle.
Yet.
Yeah.
Good
it
luck finding
time.
me one, then mix it
Give
up,
it
put one
time.
on. It's like, if I could, I would show... Well, actually, I can. Hang on. If I kill the jingle music noise thing, and I unplug it from its place of conveyance and charging, and then I wave it in front of the camera... Jingles! Not that you can read any of them.
No.
No, but that would be my top quality equipment.
Indeed. So, yeah, I'd love to see where you can fit another button on. On one.
But anyway, there we go. The Cheating Negroni in Hedgie's Cocktail Corner. I'm now going to make my way back over there.
You
So
do that.
I will do that, so... Here we go.
And Chase says, and to add to that cheat, I got a jar of dirt. I wonder what's inside.
Oh, God.
I got a jar of dirt. I got a
guess
jar of
what's inside
dirt.
it?
And guess what's inside it?
I want my jar of dirt. So, there we go.
Basically, that was just an excuse for Hedgie to get tiddled on the show.
I drank half a cocktail. It's not enough.
Next week, wine tasting with TK. Yep, this one tastes nice.
Or,
Yep,
or,
this one tastes nice too.
TK's
or
gonna do
maybe
the
maybe real ale tasting with TK.
the pretentiousness. Oh yes, I can see that there's a hint of blueberries in here and blackberries, and there's a sort of a nuttiness that's at the back of the palate and everything. You do realise you're just drinking grape juice. Well, of course, one would... Get out, Charles, you're drunk.
Not yet, I'm trying. Not drunk, but working on it!
Oh, God. I mean, if you do real wine tasting, you're supposed to spit out the wine into a big barrel.
I know, right? What a
Yeah.
waste!
And then what? But they don't even like drink water afterwards to cleanse their palate, to flush out the old other wine. They literally just start quaffing another one. It's like, how are you even tasting this? You've got the other taste of wine in your mouth. You're just mixing wines together. This is an excuse for you to be pretentious in front of your friends.
Isn't that exactly what wine tasting is all
Yeah,
about?
it is literally being pretentious in front of people and doing that thing where you stand with your arm out like a Shakespearean actor and go,
That
yes,
sounds like it'd suit you down to the ground then, Hedgie.
The incredible nose on this wine is almost sort of fragrant, like a fresh bouquet of flowers. It's like,
Well, Majesco have given me a thing for a free one-to-one wine tasting session.
Ooh.
I know, right?
I like how the guy actually brought the box of wine out
Yeah,
to
he
the
was
car.
a nice man. We like him.
He was. It
Oh,
was a-
and Father wants more wine for his birthday.
what a surprise.
I know, right? So I may be enlisting your car again.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
oh, God.
It's like, I know, we just after payday as well. So actually, no, it's gonna be just before payday. He's awkward like that.
So, we're going to play some music before Quiplash?
Well, it's pretty much Quiplash o'clock now with your wibbling on about drinks and
Oh, yes.
alcohols.
Yes.
We've only played one song so far. We're a terrible radio
We've
station.
got plenty of time. You can just play a quick one.
I haven't got a quick one. The shortest one's like 5 minutes.
Well, that's fine. You know, we haven't got done and dusted, so, you know.
How do you know we haven't got done and dusted?
Oh, really? What have you got then?
I've got something I was going to do last week.
Oh, I see. Ah, we got plenty of time. Play a song. Play a song.
I'll ask it, Chat. Chat, do you want a song or do you want to go straight into Quiplash?
Yeah, because that's gonna wait. It's gonna take ages to get there.
Well, it'll take about 30 seconds.
Yeah, they'll answer in a moment.
Yeah, if they're paying attention, which I don't know, but if they are, they'll answer.
Unlikely, I expect. Knowing our usual audience.
It's like, interact, people, interact. Oh, people are typing. Dame Kaneko's not sure. Chase wants Quiplash. Very much so. Yeah, it's Quiplash. People are saying go straight to the game.
All right, okay.
Pup wants a crown.
Need my crown.
We will see, Chase, if you get a crown today.
Well, we'll make him crown if not.
Well, that's just rude, Echo.
Okay, very well. It's
How rude. Okay, well, fine. We'll do Quiplash. I just need to go and log into the game first.
Hey,
Yes.
see, that's what I get. That's what the song was for.
That's usually what the song is for.
Yeah.
So hiding behind,
Yes, exactly.
set
Yeah.
up, hiding behind the
That's
scenes.
the whole point of it.
But just let Hedgie waffle on about something, you know, 'cause he's good at waffling. Aren't you, Hedgie?
I am. Yes.
So waffle on about something.
Very well. Okay. For sort of subsequent Hedgies, what are you doing?
It's not me, it's you. There we
Are
go.
we dating now? It's not you, it's me. But yes, for other cheating cocktails and everything, I'm going to go and sort of do other things like sort of a cheating sort of whiskey
Okay, we're ready.
sour and things like that.
You're listening to Tiger Tales Radio, giving Cards Against Humanity a run for its money. It's time for Quiplash.
You were mixing up the jingle with
Yes.
the Quiplash music. It was like, ah!
I was fading it in.
AZBX.
AZBX is your
Alpha
Quiplash thingy.
Zulu Bravo
How if I do
X-ray.
this? Get it the wrong way round. How about if I do this? There we go.
Picture in picture.
Picture
Yes.
mode.
So, well, we have Crown Chase, Empty Echo, TK Tiger, and Cocktail Corn.
Sorry, what?
Cocktail Hog.
Did you say cocktail corn?
That's because that's another player.
Yeah, Cocktail Corn. Cocktail Hog and Cocktail Corn.
And Phil
that-
Deco.
Oh,
Ah,
yes.
haha. So we have an Empty Echo and a Filled Echo.
And a filled emo.
No, that's Echo.
Oh, Echo.
Yes.
I'm not wearing my glasses.
It can't be emo. It's yellow with curly hair. Emos don't look that way.
No. You have more the emo look with your greyness at the top.
My greatness.
Well, you're both wearing the grey shirts.
Yes.
Hey, did you hear that? Grey is now the most popular colour of car in the UK in terms of cars purchased last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Grey.
More grey cars were purchased than any other colour car last
Do
year.
they mean grey or silver?
Grey.
Grey. No.
I know.
I think,
right?
yeah, but grey is very in colour at the moment, isn't
It
it?
is.
Apparently.
This
Why-
is
why
why,
do you
this
think-
is why I chose Blaster Hedgie to be grey, because because as Norm said, grey will never go out of fashion because it's never been in fashion. Indeed.
Why do
And
you
now-
think everything in my house is grey? I mean, I have grey tiles, I have grey worktop, I
It's
have...
grey,
Really?
double-D, double
Grey.
Yeah, you don't have a blue house with a blue window.
No, he doesn't. We have a Quiplash house, and we're going to start the game now. So if you want to join the audience, you can enter the room code and get yourself in. But for the rest of us players, settle down, relax, kick your feet up, and enjoy some of the game that we know as Quiplash.
Hey there, I'm Schmitty. You might remember me as the host of Quiplash. Or maybe you just blocked me out. I want you to know that I may not agree with all of your quips, but I will fight to the death for your right to quip them. Or at least sign an online petition.
Simon online.
Okay, not
Here's
Voltaire.
round one. 2 prompts will appear on your device, which you can answer in any clever or not clever way you want. Everyone will choose between your answer and someone else's, and decide who wins. You get points based on the percentage of people who like your answer, and a bonus if you get more votes than your opponent. Go!
And so it's a time where we go really, really quiet as we
Yes.
try and think.
Oh my word. Let's see. Ooh. There we go. It's an interesting one. Yes. Ooh. There we go. That's my answers in.
See, I can't see the bloody timer because we're in the way.
Sorry.
Thank you.
I thought I'd keep it a surprise. I could see the time.
We just put us in the bottom right-hand corner, or bottom left-hand corner.
I could do.
Yeah. There we go. There we are. See? Now we're basically like these. Stop moving us around.
Why? We can be all over the
Let's
place.
see what's what. First one. A bad thing for a TV meteorologist to say during a tornado warning.
Question 1. A bad thing
Okay,
for a
your favorite
TV
quiz
meteorologist to say during a tornado warning. Well, there goes the cheating on the cocktail, or free hair drying, bitches. I believe the true thing is, it's raining sideways!
And then you get twatted in the face by a stop sign, right?
Yes!
Or maybe, possibly.
And, Welp, I believe it's supposed to be well, as in W-E-L-L.
No, it's well.
Is it?
Yep.
Really?
I think well was normally spelled with H, but whatever.
A clickbait headline about cows.
So, a clickbait headline about cows. Betty's tipping point, suicide or murder, or cow farts cause cancer. Click here to see how.
Betty's tipping point!
I
Someone
wonder.
is quoting the glam metal detectives.
Yes, indeed.
Someone else is now feeling really old.
Betty's mad dash. Be careful, Betty. Sorry.
And how fast kills cancer. Click it. See
See
how.
how.
Wins it 3-2.
That would definitely
Boom,
be
boom.
BuzzFeed. That would definitely be BuzzFeed.
Yes.
Ha!
Really
So, what are chicken nuggets really made out of? Mushed innocent dogs, or the hopes and dreams of thin people?
Because thin people apparently really want to be fat. Yeah, apparently thin people lie awake at night going, why am I not fat? Why am I not sweating?
Why am I
when
still eating
try
these?
and get up.
They say fat people wouldn't eat fat people, would they?
True.
They eat thin people. That's why there's a thin person inside every fat person trying to get out.
Oh, God.
So they say.
Sounds like a horror film.
But the hopes and dreams of thin people win it 4-1.
Wow.
Yep. I held you out from the quiplash.
Damn you.
use for a corn cob. Vote on your devices.
Okay, a creative use for a corn cob, a naturally sourced ribbed vibrator, or as a cat of nine tails on Echo's butt.
Don't forget,
Wow.
it's never a dildo, folks.
I don't think it's dildo, I think it's vibrator.
Yeah, but that's
different.
that's a vibrating dildo.
Not necessarily.
That's what it's short for.
Vibrator is short for dildo.
No, vibrator dildo. Vibrating
But as
dildo.
a cat of nine tails on Echo's butt wins it 3-2. So it's still never a dildo.
Indeed.
On your first day working at Victoria's
So.
Secret.
A cocky thing to do on your first day working at Victoria's Secret. JV lacrosse practice. Or whip your
Ock.
ock out.
Oggy, oggy, oggy!
Oi, oi, oi.
Ock, ock, ock.
Ocky, ocky, ocky.
Yes, indeed.
Ocky, ocky, ocky.
I just need to ock something up my throat.
And
And the cross practice wins it
the
3-2.
safety whip wins.
Don't ask us how.
No.
Coming up next, a campaign slogan guaranteed to get you elected
Oh,
president.
this would be fun. A campaign slogan guaranteed to get you elected as president would be, I will make America great again, as said to by at least 3 presidents so far. Free blowjobs.
I believe that one was used by President Clinton back in the 90s and it got him impeached. So, I don't think that was going to be used again.
What, free blowjobs?
Yeah.
He wasn't the one
goodness.
giving the blowjob, though, in all
Indeed,
fairness.
but,
No.
apparently, anytime if you blow your candidacy, then, basically everything's going to happen.
And free blowjobs gets it.
I like how it was empty versus filled Echo.
Indeed. Either way, Echo won.
Yes, yes indeed.
Is the one thing toll booth operators say every day.
All right,
Ready,
the
set,
one
go.
thing toll booth operators say every day. No, your penis will not be a valid toll, or no, we don't take personal checks.
Ooh. So, which Brit did option 2? Because Americans don't spell check that way.
Don't they?
No, they spell it CHECK.
And it was Hedgie.
And no, we don't take personal checks. Wins it 3-2.
Indeed.
Business checks, yes.
No, we just don't take check anymore.
Let's see how you
American
score.
what?
So let's see, how do the scores stack up? And it is...
Grant Chase is currently in the lead.
Ooh.
Then me, then Echo, then Cocktail Hog, then Field Echo, then
Round
Cocktail
two
Corn,
time.
and then Wayne
Look
Wolfie.
sharp because
Whoa.
I'm doubling all the point values.
But don't worry, there's more questions, and this is where
Yes.
the points actually matter.
Yes,
is
indeed.
Oh, good gracious. Ooh. Oh, good lord. Oh, these questions are a bit tougher now. Oh, gracious. Oh my god. Oh, good lord.
I have answered. Oh, and earlier you mentioned about not Voltaire when... Now, Schmitty, get the quote.
Yeah.
Yes?
Do you know it wasn't actually Voltaire who said that?
That's what I mean.
Who didn't say what?
I don't agree with what you say, but I should defend
yes.
to the death your right to say it.
Apparently that's
it's-
misinterpreted.
Yeah, it's misattributed to
Yeah.
Voltaire, isn't it? That's why I said not Voltaire, because it is misattributed.
Many times.
Okay.
What's
Okay,
on
I
the
hope you all
cards?
made me proud. First
doubt
up, a perplexing band would be Crosby, Stills, Nash Young, and blank.
Okay. A perplexing
Okay,
band
everybody
would be
pick your
Crosby, Stills, Nash Young, and Hedgie Cheap Cocktails, or Crosby, Stills, Nash Young, and Hedgie the Cocktail Crew. My God, I am a meme everywhere I go, aren't I? Everywhere I go, I'm a meme.
Hey, at least you're not naked this time.
This is very true.
See,
Thank
shouldn't it be
goodness.
Crosby and Glitter. And oh, sorry, that's Cosby. My bad.
Oh God, yes. And Hedgie, hey you, the Cocktail Crew wins it. So yes.
I want to evoke life.
Something you should never think about while meditating.
So, something you should never think about while meditating.
And vote.
Echo Spare Time or Naked Hedgiesaurus.
And it's back.
Yep.
I thought it was got rid of with Hedgie's Cocktail Crew, but no, apparently it can't be gone.
No, there is never an entire removal of naked Hedgesaurus.
Great.
Yeah. Get a backlight, you'll see what we mean.
Maybe I'll do this show naked one time, just to,
Please, for the love of God, allow me to be not here then.
Well, I don't think he'll be allowed to, what with YouTube's age ratings and stuff.
Well, I don't know. I suppose you could do it in his undies, couldn't he? That's allowed.
That's allowed.
Shout during a tickle fight. It's voting time.
So, a strange thing to shout during a tickle fight. I have a stiffy, or squeeze my butt. I suppose both of those things are probably fairly weird, strange things to shout, aren't they?
No.
Well, Field Echo is accurate.
But I have a stiffy, wins it with a quiplash.
good gracious.
Well done, Echo.
Next up, a 3-word review of baths. Vote away.
So a 3-word review of baths. Hot and cold or wanking water?
Yeah, but that could also apply to a shower.
What could? Hot and cold?
And wanking water.
I suppose. Or a swimming pool. Or the sea, or, you know. Hot and cold less so for the others, but
Yeah, a 3-review of baths could be like cleaning sleepy time.
Sleepy time?
Yeah, because you go there to clean, but you also fall asleep. And
Well, no,
no, I
you
don't.
do.
Yeah, I don't.
What they could call solitary confinement, so it doesn't sound so bad.
so, what could they call solitary confinement so it doesn't sound so bad? Time to meet your 6 other personalities? Or alone time to wank lots? Don't need alone time to wank lots.
You just need very loose trousers.
Yeah.
And a desk that covers your groinal area.
Time to meet your 6 other personalities wins it
And
many to 1.
the
Yes.
worst thing to say during your
Oh.
Oscar award speech.
So, the worst thing to say during your Oscar award speech. I'm entitled to this award just for existing. Or, thank you, #MeToo, for laying off my opponents.
Calling them opponents in an Oscar Awards speech.
Yep.
Wow! That is just sort of like literally aggression.
You try getting something else to fit in the box, okay?
Yeah.
But thank you, me too, for laying off my opponents. Wins
And
it with
apparently
a
the
quiplash.
millennial answer doesn't win.
It didn't even get a vote.
No.
Prompt is,
You're not entitled to those
warning,
points.
The government allows school lunches to contain up to 4% blank. Get to voting.
Okay, warning. The government allows school lunches to contain up to 4% fag ash from the cook's crooked roll-ups, or the government allows school lunches to contain up to 4% naked Hedgesaurus. I hate everyone.
I don't think it does, you know.
For the
Only,
love of
only
God,
if
I
I
hope.
dip myself into it.
Chocolate.
Oh,
Chocolate
God,
covered
that's
naked
not the thought I
Hedgesaurus.
needed.
I'll just dip into the chili. Ooh, very nice.
And Fragash from the Cook's Crooked Roll-Ups wins it 3-2.
Dip myself into the blancmange.
Is that reminding you of school dinners then, Teeks?
Oh, it's the same colour.
It's getting me a trifle flushed.
No more. Let's
Oh! Good God. Let's see, is Chase still in the running for his crown?
No
And
chance.
no, he is not.
Really not? No.
No.
No, Phil, Deco, and TK in first and second.
Yeah, well, then cocktail corner we for empty Echo down the
Made it
bottom.
to
Cocktail
round-
hole.
God, I'm
And
doing
it's round
terrible.
3. What one is it, I wonder?
Because you're all answering
It's the
the
last lash.
same prompt.
It's a comic lash. Pay attention to your. No, pay attention to the stream.
Yes.
The stream. Pay attention to the stream.
Comic.
Okay, so the comic is a security guard says any last words, and the man about to be executed by the electric chair says... What does he say?
Oh. I can't fit my answer in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at all. I've no idea if I typed one correctly.
Let's see the responses. Okay,
So-
in round 3, you get to award 3 medals, gold, silver, and bronze. Have at it.
Okay, so any last words? Says the executioner, and the executee says, "Yes, forgotten about the shutdown. It's rewind time. Suck me off when you pull the switch. Tase me, daddy. Tase me till I turn blue. I want a cheap, edgy cocktail. Double it. Please put your huge truncheon in me coffin.
No, in me copper.
In me coffin. I'm going to glasses on. And I'm allergic to death." I think the shutdown one was supposed to be the government one, but maybe government didn't fit. Or maybe federal didn't fit.
I think people know what you mean when you say about the shutdown. I think that's fair to say. If it's made big enough news in the UK for the Brits, then it's definitely made big enough news in the US. And I don't think our random what was it? Ukrainian watches us anymore.
Yeah.
First, the bronze. Silver.
Oh my god, I got points.
And the gold.
I got gold points.
Whoa!
Points.
I hardly got any points. See?
Oh!
Holy fucking crap.
Were you empty Echo
You
then?
guys, let's
I
go
am,
to the
yeah.
scores.
And let's see what happens.
I think Phil Echo might have just done it.
Yeah, he has.
Oh, Phil Deco won it!
Well done, Phil Echo. Here's your crown.
At least an Echo got to the top. There was
Indeed.
there was an Echo on the top and an Echo on the bottom.
Phil Echo has a stiffy. And thank you for taking me too for laying off my opponents. Do those two comments go together? You decide.
Dame Ganeko says, "Crown denied."
Yes, it was.
No, stop. I hope the crown doesn't have bite marks. And apparently naked hedgy cocktails. Well, you know, maybe if I get drunk enough, I'll do that. Hi, everyone. It's time for naked hedgy cocktails. This time, it's my favourite one. It's a sausage and 2 olives.
I would say meat and 2 veg, but that's not vegan.
2 veg. It's a carrot and 2 olives.
They're now debating in channel whether or not Chase's reign has ended. Let's go back to the backing music and to the things.
Hello again.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome to Tiger Tales Radio.
You might remember this from such shows as Tiger Tales Radio.
Remember, you can join us every Monday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m.
UK time.
Remember,
It's not always just GMT.
we'll be here and we'll give you anything you want.
Oh.
Except for, I don't know, quality entertainment.
And hard raw sex. We're
Well, I
not
dunno.
allowed to give that.
Not on YouTube anyway. Come to Tiger Tales Radio after dark. When you can be disappointed.
Tiger Tales Radio After Dark.
Oh.
It's all the kinkiness you like without the punishment.
Oh.
All the king, all the fun,
but
all
isn't-
the time.
But then doesn't that mean that basically
not
that's
here.
the show all winter? Because I mean, it's always after dark during the winter.
That is very true, actually. Hey, it's 9:30. You know what we should do?
What?
Get after 8 minutes.
Hey!
It's after 8, isn't it?
Indeed it
It
is.
is.
Hey! But also on that note, I think we should probably play a song.
Hey!
If the CD player works.
Yes.
Let's find out. Hopefully, if all goes according to plan, with Love and Pride, we should have a song by the artist
audience participation portion of the show. It's game time.
And there we go. It is time for the next game.
Ooh. Well.
Try bringing up the microphones and then talking. It's like for shame.
I wasn't talking, he was.
There, yeah, excuses.
It's not an excuse, it's an explanation. There's a big difference. Excuses are fabrications, explanation is the truth.
Right.
Indeed. Like, of course I've had the operation. That's an explanation. An excuse is, well, it just must have broken. That's an excuse.
We're still talking about the operation.
Yes. No, absolutely. I put it on before I went inside. That's an explanation. Whereas, no, it must have snapped while it was inside you. That's the excuse.
I've no idea where the holes came from.
It's like, I'm sure my mother pinned it to the board before she left.
Dear.
And yes, I used the spermicide that was in the shower. It was mint scented.
Oh, God.
What do you mean it feels tingly down there? Am I not good enough?
It's that tingle.
We all know that tingle.
Speak for yourself.
Ah, my cold sores.
Right then, shall we get on with the with the Tekken Jackbox gaming?
Yes.
Very well. Let's see if I've done this right.
Hey!
So, for those who weren't watching a couple of weeks ago, you won't know what this is.
For more.
This is Split
The room.
It's a bit like Quiplash, but slightly different. And creepy. And we enjoy it. It was fun last time, so we're going to give it another go again.
Yes.
Join us.
Yes.
With this creepy voiced cat.
This wasn't the one that was stupid fast, was it?
No,
No, that was you don't know Jack.
Ah, yes.
Actually,
what's
we
it?
should do it at the same time to get the full impression.
What's that?
We should, yeah.
Counting.
You don't know Jack!
That's a terrible counting.
Sorry. 1, 2, 3. You don't know Jack! Indeed.
Right, so there's many people win.
Yes, it's 7.
I wasn't paying attention, I'm sorry. Oh good, there's an odd number, that will help.
Yes.
Right then,
Oh, yeah.
let's press the button then.
It's game time.
2. I like the way they're all cats.
Yes.
Waff, waff, waff.
Split the room.
Meow. Do not be startled. I am here to guide you as we explore the deepest recesses of your mind. You will build strange and complex worlds using only your imagination and your thumbs. A hypothetical situation missing one key part will be transmitted to your device, like this one. Ads before online videos have been banished. In their place are 15-second videos of this. They are not skippable. Is life better? There are infinite possibilities you could write in to complete this scenario. Choose wisely though, because everybody else will then answer yes or no. And you will earn more points if you split the room. Fitting name, huh? For those of you in the audience, you'll be competing as one player. Your answers will be determined by a majority vote. Yes, even in a nebulous void, democracy is important. At the end of the game, the person who creates the most divisive dimensions will win. Got it? Good. Now let's begin.
So, you think you know the rules, kids? Because we're about to play.
Imagine a world where anything is possible. Anything except no possibilities. Did I just break your mind? If not, let's split the room.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, it's time to build some strange worlds.
So, it's time to get typing, kids. Don't read your question out loud if you're in the studio. That would be stupid.
There we go.
We just get the one scenario.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I could have spent way longer thinking about it.
That's why I give you all this time.
Yeah.
Remember, we played this last time.
I don't remember having just the one scenario though.
Yeah, you get round 1 and round 2.
He's
Oh, okay.
got dementia.
I do. Incontinentia.
Incontinentia buttocks, that is. Throw him to the floor. What's that? Throw him to the
I see.
floor.
We're still waiting for answers from Woof Woofy.
We are?
Woof Woofy, just at the bottom. Still waiting on answers.
Oh,
from...
yes. Oh, there we go.
Hold in.
Boom.
Boom. Split
It's
the
time
room.
for Never Read the Comments.
Chapter 107.
You've been cursed. Every time you watch an online video, you leave a comment that says this. Your friend claims she just watched the cutest toddler video of all time. Do you watch it?
Oh!
This is where you got to vote whether or not you'll watch the video. Yes or no, kids? We're waiting for you to vote, Echo.
Huh? I voted.
Yeah, he has.
Oh, does it not show until afterwards?
No. He doesn't show
okay.
until afterwards, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
By the way,
Otherwise, that would give other people
just
a
a
chance
thought.
to...
Should the fan be on the PS4?
Yes, it should.
Okay.
I will go fix that.
Okay. I just thought, before we lose the game part way
The
through
longer
when it
takes the room
overheats.
to answer, the more bonus points you get.
Okay, fair enough.
Here's one I like to call Shelf Help.
Ooh. How split
You're
was everyone?
somebody who
2-4.
feels lost in
Oh,
life.
not bad.
One day you stumble upon a self-help book at a store. You open it and immediately find answers to your life. When you flip to the cover, you notice it was written by this person. Do you buy it?
You're somebody who feels lost in life. One day you stumbled upon a self-help book at a store. You open it and immediately find answers to your life. When you flip to the cover, you notice it was written by my father, who is also my son. Do you buy it? Yes, we're in the Highlander universe.
I would have thought it'd be written by Jordan Peterson. Do you buy it?
George R.R. Martin.
Oh, dearie me.
Jack Nicholson. It's actually my autobiography.
Still waiting for answers from Cocktail Hog. And... Is it... Oh, we're in.
Oh,
The room is not particularly split there.
no split.
Wow.
Feast your eyes on Hot or Not. You can control the climate with a satellite. The only downside is every 5 years we will experience this. It's currently 96 degrees in Canada in January. Do you launch the satellite?
96 degrees what?
You can
Fahrenheit.
control the climate with a satellite. The only downside is that every 5 years we will experience visits from aliens who sound like Bill Cosby.
That's fine, just so long as I don't act like Bill Cosby.
What about Bill Crosby?
Bill Crosby? There's no such person.
I'm sure there is somewhere in the world.
Yeah, get the phone book.
There's what was his name?
It's like Bill Cosby, Rolf Harris walk into a bar. The barman says, "Lock up your
Oh!
daughters."
I got a super split.
Oh, well done.
Oh, we earned a trophy as well.
Yeah, 3-3 split. Well done, you.
Get ready for
Yes.
performance anxiety. Whenever you hold this with both hands, you become a fantastic singer. Your friends enter you in a TV talent competition. There's a $10,000 cash prize. Do you appear live with your lucky charm?
That's easy.
Ooh.
Unquestionably.
What a piece of cake answer.
I suppose technically if it was Britain's Got Talent, you could do anything on that show.
Do you wiggle it around and really make it obvious?
So, I really like your lucky charm. The only problem is, I'd need to actually have it in my office.
Tingle Hog, the only one who didn't. Everyone else would go, yes, on it. It's only national television.
Yeah. Well, it's only a 12-inch
This
bad
one's
dragon.
called an animated response.
Okay,
You
who
have
framed
the
Roger
option to
Rabbit?
be immortalized as a cartoon character. It will look like you, share your exact name, but your catchphrase will be this. Do
Boy,
you
my-
allow it to happen?
Oh boy, my bed sheets are sticky.
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
Get the black light over here. We got a live one.
I guess that's what the liquid was in Cuphead.
Yes, my bed sheets are quite sticky. I sweat quite a lot at night.
14.
Sticky echo.
Well, isn't that perfect?
Are your bed sheets sticky?
And now, Binge Pipe presents Super-ish Powers. You discover you can command a species of animal. Your powers work on this creature. A villain has been terrorizing your town. Do you try to stop him?
Hedgie's creative cheap cocktail. Not even a cockatiel, it's a cocktail.
Yes, indeed. Or a cock's tail, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe it's you just get the villain so drunk that he stops terrorizing the town. Oh, charming, Hedge, thanks.
Sorry. Oh.
Oh.
Lot of cowards.
Tingle hog.
Dingly, dingly, dingly.
Ew. 2-4
And
split.
now, sleep training is draining. Your newborn will not fall asleep. She screams and screams. Through a disturbing fluke, you find that your baby will sleep peacefully if listening to a podcast about this subject. Your parents are coming to town to watch her for the weekend. Do you tell them about the sleep hack?
And the only problem is, if you tell them about it, then you may learn some information about your parents that you didn't want to know.
And see, I would have voted the same no matter what was written as the option.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Why?
I'll tell you after the votes are counted.
Oh.
I don't want to encourage other people's voting precision.
That's a good plan.
Right, I'd have chosen no regardless. Let them suffer! As long as I'm going out.
Let's check in with the standings.
Cocktail Hog is currently in the lead.
Yay!
Ooh.
We've reached the decisive dimension. Everybody will be presented with a new type of scenario. There will be two options to choose from. Door number 1 is already provided. You will decide what's behind door number 2. Remember, you want to make it as hard of a choice as possible. Oh, and if you correctly predict a certain player's decision, you'll earn some bonus points. Let's begin.
Fun.
Write
Yes.
an option that you think only some people would choose.
Right, so... Okay, I've answered.
So have I.
So have I.
Aliens abducted you and are about to harvest a piece of your brain for research. They give you a choice of losing the part of your brain that allows you to enjoy music, or the part that does this. Which brain function do you lose?
Wait, you got to pay for those?
Hell yeah. Well, in London you probably do.
True.
Probably at least 20p.
Well played.
So we know who Sticky Echo is then, don't we?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Nah, that's an easy one.
You can enjoy music in public.
Exactly.
Yeah, music isn't that good. No bonus points for you.
I wonder whether recognise ugly faces, though. I wonder whether that is recognise that someone's face is ugly, or...
People who are ugly you no longer recognise.
Great question. You just earned some bonus points. Now for something different. You have to pick your forever home. You're down to 2 options. One has doorways that are only 5 feet tall, and the other has this. Which apartment flaw do you settle for?
So doorways only 5 feet tall. Or a cute bellboy who has a lifetime contract.
How is this bad?
That's not a flaw.
Yeah.
I suppose it could be bad if you're a lesbian.
Yeah, it's true.
One of those, at least if you're down on all fours, is not going to be a problem, is it?
You can close doors.
Yeah, but it's all the doorways are only 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can close doors.
Oh,
Yes.
and this is San Francisco, so they both cost $1.8 million. You didn't see that coming. Let's switch things up. A temperamental 10-year-old boy has taken over the world and demands presents. Hard to imagine, I know. On your appointed day to appease him, you can only find a Season 10 DVD set of Bones and this. Which do you gift?
Hi.
I suppose at least it wasn't a bad dragon dildo.
Yay! I got that right.
Jackpot's crown.
I'd have Chase onto that one. Or is Chase a temperamental 10-year-old boy in this scenario? Oh, so what's that into the score?
It all comes down to this.
Well, at least I'm not in the bottom.
And
Yay!
Woo! Well
You
done,
get
Ed.
some licking.
He does.
Yes.
Makes a change, I guess.
No
Yes.
crown, but you do get Catholics.
And TK Tiger got most likes.
Did I?
Yes.
Hey! Who got most dislikes there in the corner?
Can't read it from here.
It's too small!
Let me...
Hang on, let's look at the YouTube feed. Nope, still can't read it. Hang on, I'll make it full screen on my screen.
That's that on the thing again, didn't I?
Yep.
Oh, it's Cocktail Hog.
Really?
Yeah,
most dislikes.
Most dislikes.
So I won, but got most dislikes.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Oh God. Gotta love it.
Right then, so I need to bring things back, don't I? Which should be fun. Let's just freeze that so I can move that to where it's supposed to be, and then unfreeze that. There we go. And then we can, bring Jackbox away and pull the backing music back up. Hooray!
And there we go. That was Split the Room, which is quite amusing.
It is.
I like Split the Room.
Yeah, Split the Room is a lot of fun.
I think after a few games, we'll learn to talk over it properly, so we can actually talk during all those quiet bits.
Yes.
And so it's
Yes.
not just like the questions on screen while we ponder. Once we get used to Split the Room, we'll be able to talk over it like we do with Quiplash.
Yes.
It'll be a lot more like the radio show for it.
We need to play more of it not on the show then.
Yeah, I think so. I think we'll there's three. Maybe if people want, as the show is due to end soon, we could do a little stream on the Tiger Tales gaming channel of
Yes.
Split the Room.
We should.
Do people want that?
Yes.
In the Discord, if you want that, shout in the Discord, and we'll play some more Split the Room on the Tiger Tales gaming channel after the show ends. Sound good? In the meantime, anything we've done and dusted there, Hedgie?
Nothing from me, I'm afraid.
How about Mr. Echo?
Nope, nothing from me.
Oh, okay. Because I have been playing... I played something, but I don't know if I want to talk about it just yet, because I haven't played very much of it. And I was going to play it last week, because, after I ran out of time, I didn't have time for that undusted last week with it.
Pup Chase said, at least I wasn't on the bottom, but later all, I got to shower and get ready for my belated birthday present.
Okay, see you later, Trace.
Bye!
Hi, Jace.
Have fun.
Kite Phoenix also says, I'm so late, but shaving Hedgie's head wouldn't really make him look enough like Xavier, although if you were to wax his head, that would be much more realistic.
No,
Okay,
if you...
whack him.
Whack
him.
Whack who? Hedgie?
Yeah,
Why?
twice.
Why?
There you go, wax.
Oh, God.
Well, to be fair though, the thing is that he'd still be missing the comb over, so...
Problem is, you need hair to do a comb over.
That's what I mean. Yeah, but Pete has a comb over.
Well, is this just dissing Pete's hairstyle hour? If so, why wasn't I invited to this party?
This is to see if Pete's listening.
Of course he's not listening, he hasn't got a working computer.
Yeah, I thought you
He's
had
got
a laptop.
Laptop.
Yeah, it's not all that brilliant though.
Oh.
Well, he could listen to us on YouTube though, couldn't he?
He could do. He's not, but he could do.
No.
Yeah.
Or maybe he is, and he's just not chatting.
Maybe.
He's just scowling at us.
Yes, scouting
Well,
from
actually,
afar.
I do have a thing. I remember now that last week I said I would do, and then completely forgot about.
Oh, what was that? Am I going to have to play the jingle?
Yes. Well, it was a thing I watched on.
Don't spoil it. We'll do it now.
Okay.
It's that time where the cast of Tiger Tales Radio review stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
So, what was that thing?
But yeah, it's only going to be a fairly short review, admittedly, but
We've only got 9 minutes left, so...
oh, well, there we go. That's probably about the
Hey.
right amount of time then. So yeah, so on Netflix recently, I have sat and binge watched a new show. Well, I think it's a fairly new show.
Yeah.
Called Sex Education.
Oh, yes.
Now, it's kind of an interesting show because the basic sort of initial plot is that it's a sort of teenage boy with a mother who is a sex therapist, but she's a very, I suppose, hippie-ish and quite, she's a very liberal kind of lady, and she likes to, I think she's likes to utilize her son and analyze him, and so the lad when it sort of starts is about I think he's must be a sort of secondary school-ish sort of age, and he teams up with one of his classmates at school, and they're both kind of from very opposite ends of the spectrum, sort of socio-economically. Good God, that was a long word this time of night.
Yeah.
In so much as I say, he lives with his mum, and she is a sex therapist, and she works from home. and she has her kind of clinic based at home, which, as you can imagine, is much fun for him. And he has been exposed to all manner of things over the years, including the fact that she shags a lot of her clients to sort of cure their ills.
Isn't that what sex therapy is?
Apparently so. Yeah, but more often than not, it's mostly couples coming to visit, and then one of them pops off and the other stays behind for some extracurricular activity.
Oh, for shame.
But yes, but anyway, so yeah, he sort of teams up with a with one of his classmates, and because basically she is very, very worldly wise, but and he is really not. But she kind of spots his talent for the fact that he clearly has observed his mother's teachings and actually is a very analytical kind of, kind of therapeutic kind of person. And so they set up a sort of sex clinic for the teenagers at their school. And it's a very, I don't know, overall, it's a definite comedy with the way in which some of the crazy happenings. But I mean, it's kind of, I guess, similar to the show Big Mouth on Netflix, but just not a animated thing. It's a
live action
one. Yeah. But yeah, I must admit, I much preferred it because I have watched Big Mouth as well, but I've much preferred it that because it's all quite kind of clever, but also very, very British humour. But yeah, quite an interesting show. And I say, well, it must have been. I sat and watched the entire of the. Is there 2 seasons? Let me just check. I think there's 2 seasons.
No, it was only one.
Oh, only 1 season. 8 episodes so far. But yeah, it's quite interesting. I'm quite looking forward to the new season whenever that happens to come out. But and yeah, because the last one was only released. What would it be? Let me look at the calendar. I think it was only a couple of weeks ago. Yes, it was only Friday of a couple of weeks ago. So let's say a very new show, but pretty cool. I definitely would recommend a watch if you want a good laugh. But yes. So did you have something for Done and Dusted at all?
Not this week, but
No?
What you said made me think of something else.
All right.
And that is Tales from the Serengeti.
Ah, yes.
Oh.
BBC Three.
Yeah. And so I'm just wondering if A, how copyright strike we're going to get for this, but B, if I can just play a little clip. So, can I just drag this into here? This is where I do technical things live on the show, so expect failure.
Well, of course, but you will succeed. It'll be fine.
I don't know if playing this in HD is going to be a good idea.
I'm going to...
Oh, there we go.
God, it's Chinny Leopard.
Let's let's hold that there. See if I can just ping that back to over here, and bring that up. So yeah, the lovely YouTube interface. So
Ah, yes.
What, YouTube on YouTube?
yes, we'll have YouTube on YouTube. Why not? So let's just rewind a little bit. There we go. Let's turn the backing music off and enjoy.
Have you started yet?
Okay. This calls for something a little bit more classical, if you know what I mean.
Ooh. Ooh.
Is that working for you, madam? Yeah?
Ooh. Oh, yes. I'm going to... Oh my God, it's Chinny Leopard.
Oh! I can't stand up around my ball like a fucking vice.
What are you up to over there?
Oh, Christ, this is painful. I can't. You have to relax.
I can't. Nervous, sorry. I'm going to have to sit on you. Just be quiet. Who are you talking to? Nobody, only myself.
I thought I'd just go over what you were planning to serve. It's just Peter can't have warthog. It disagrees with him terribly.
I'll make a mental note.
And I can't have gazelle. Sends me out in a rash. Don't ask me why, I couldn't tell you. Peter thinks it's something to do with the grass they eat.
It's a mystery.
You all right, dear? You look a bit flushed.
Yes, I'm fine.
Oh dear, you having a funny turn, dear?
No, I'm all right. Hunter, run!
You have got to be kidding!
I'm being shot at, and there's a rabbit stuck up my ass. How can something so wrong feel so right? Damn. That was incredible. I think I'm going to...
I think we'll leave that there. So, if you enjoyed that, look up the Barbaric Tales from the Serengeti. That particular episode is called The Rabbit That Can Pleasure a Lion.
Was it? Well, you said it was. What was it called?
No.
Tales of the Serengeti.
It's called Barbaric Tales from the Serengeti.
Barbaric Tales of the
Is it?
Okay.
Yes.
Well, it's on BBC though, isn't it?
It's on BBC Three, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's on iPlayer, and I looked it up, and it says,
Or is it just called Tales from the Serengeti on iPlayer?
yeah,
It is
Tales from the
Tales of the
Serengeti.
Serengeti, yes.
Yeah, because the one that it looks like is 4/6
Yes.
Lions, Seriously Wild.
Animation,
Animation for adults.
Yes.
So yeah, so it's it is on BBC iPlayer.
Excellent.
All 6 episodes.
I thought it was hilarious. There's not much on BBC Three. It's very funny. After they got rid of mongrels, but
Yes. And it was turned online only.
yeah, probably for the best. I thought that was justified after the bitching mongrels. It's like, yes, suffer. So I thoroughly recommend watching that.
Yes.
Yes, I'm going to have to watch that. That looks brilliant.
It is brilliant. That is my favourite episode, though, The Rabbit That Can Pleasure a Lion.
God.
And on that note, I think we should probably run away.
All right. Yes.
Yes.
So, don't forget, we're going to be jumping over to the Tiger Tales Gaming channel. So, if you're in the Discord at the moment, you'll see that there is a gaming chat as well, if you want to hang out in there. When the stream is up and live, we will put a link in the Discord channel to it. Because we're nice like that. And so there'll be a short intermission, I suppose, while we say goodbye here, and then quickly get the YouTube thing all set up for that. And then we can start broadcasting there. But, until then, it is a good night from the Hedgington.
Good night, everybody.
It's a good night from the Echo.
Good night, everybody.
And a good night from myself, TK. Thank you very much for watching and listening to this episode of Tiger Tales Radio. We shall return next week for episode number 39, which, if you're keeping count, will be 897 in total.
Woo!
Yeah, that means on February the 18th, we'll be hitting show 900.
Goodness me.
Yeah.
That means only 100 shows, we get to show 1,000.
Yeah.
My word.
And the 52 shows a year, that's going to be a couple of years yet.
Indeed.
Well, that's far away. So I just wonder how many other episodes of other podcasts and things there are, and if anyone, especially in the communities, has anything that large. Ooh,
Yeah.
Them Kanekos like party noises. Yep. Hedgie is good at the party noises.
Yes.
But episode 897 is next week, and so we shall return then. So it's night night, everybody.
Night,
night.